then when I got a little bit older, I started to care more about what my friends thought, and got, into like the worldly things.
Cuando empecé a crecer, me interesé más en lo que los amigos pensaran de mí y empecé a entrar en las cosas del mundo.
And I guess to make long story short, then I on the outside things looked really good, but on the inside I was like hurting a lot, and I didn't know why.
En afuera la gente se cree, qué bueno lo está pasando ella, que las cosas se ven bien, pero por dentro tenía mucho dolor por dentro.
And I didn't know why.
No sabía por qué.
And I just always felt like I was missing something, and I always wanted to like try to find things to escape, to fill whatever I thought that I was missing. I was always searching and wanting to find something, and I tried to find that in drugs and alcohol, relationships.
Entonces, buscando algo que me llenara por dentro, aunque por afuera se ve bien, por dentro estaba muy, muy vacía. Buscaba, lo busqué en alcohol, lo busqué en la droga, lo busqué en compañeros, personas, no sé, relaciones.
And then pretty much, my grades started slipping in school.
Mis grados de la clase, todos se cayeron abajo.
I was just, from what they call it, partying at the time, and I was not realizing that, I was partying my life away. And
lo que dicen los niños, los muchachos dicen que estaba siempre como en fiestas, ¿no? Pero no sabiendo que estaba dando su vida estaba siendo vivida de esa manera.
And I thought that all my friends were going to be there for me, and I thought that, I just thought that if I could just be this type of person, that I would, be happy, and I wasn't happy.
Entonces, creo que su familia, sus amigos van a estar ahí por ella, pero no van a estar. Pero que si seguía siendo ese tipo de persona, ibas a estar feliz.
And then, I kept, my main thing for me was relationships. Like, I kept finding a new boyfriend, and I would make him my everything, and I thought that if I just fell in love, that I would be happy, and we would get married and have kids and live happily ever after. But there was also a lot of issues, I kept finding, since I wasn't right within myself and I wasn't healthy, I kept finding guys that were the same way. So I would go to a guy, and be with this guy that was the same way, and then we both would have the same problems, and then I would be unhappy again, and they weren't of God. They didn't believe in God, and I wasn't going to church. I wasn't doing anything, but I was unhappy.
So cogía lo más para buscar una relación en que ella creía que lo iba a llenar. Entonces hacía que esa persona era como todo para ella. Todo envolvía la persona. Entonces se envolvía en eso y lo que salía era no felicidad, porque la persona estaba en la misma situación y ella no podía dar de lo que no tenía. Entonces volvía lo mismo otra vez.
And then so I really, became addicted to drugs and alcohol, and after a couple relationships that I was really brokenhearted, I felt all alone, and I just, reached a point.
Yeah.
I reached a point where I had enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I reached a point where I just, I felt like I couldn't go on. And I was in this relationship with, today he's my kid's father, but I was in this relationship for many years, and we were, doing drugs and alcohol, and I got pregnant, and I realized, you know, it was when I got pregnant that I realized that I had a problem.
Yeah. Entonces dice, estaba con una persona que ella creía que era la persona para él, pero estaba envuelta en el mismo tipo de vida de alcohol y drogas, entonces quedó embarazada. Y entonces en ese momento fue que se dio cuenta de que tenía problema con ese tipo de vida.
And, you know, and then, you know, something inside me started changing. I knew that I wanted to be a good mother. Things started changing. I wasn't thinking so much about, you know, me being unhappy because my baby was making me happy. And when I looked at my baby, it was like, I don't know how to explain it, but when she was first born, like, I saw God. When I looked at her, I saw God. And I just knew, like, I couldn't, like, I wanted to just be this good mom. And so
Cuando nació la niña, ella le vio la cara como si fuera la cara de Dios. Es como una nueva vida para ella. No sabe cómo explicarlo, pero su niña se vio como si fuera Dios para ella.
And around that time, someone that I, like, pretty much after my daughter was born, someone that I loved and cherished the most was my grandmother, and she passed away. And that was like just like a month or two after my daughter was born. And like around that time, I was struggling with drugs and alcohol, and you know, didn't want to face the reality of that it was going on, you know, because that was somebody that was my, you know, was always somebody that I looked up to.
Entonces, en ese mismo tiempo cuando nació la niña, él estaba envuelto en ese tipo de vida, fue que murió mi mamita. Entonces, para ella, mi mamá era para Jasmine una persona que ella siempre admiraba y la consideraba con mucho amor.
And she was somebody that went through a lot of struggles in her life too, but she always seemed to be happy, you know.
Ella mi mamá no tenía nada, no era una persona con mucho, pero sufrió mucho, pero aún con todo su sufrimiento y como ella vivía siempre estaba feliz.
And then, so things just started getting worse for me, and my boyfriend, the father, he left. He ended up abandoning me with my daughter, and I felt all alone, and I felt depressed, and I wanted to kill myself.
Y se llegó a un punto en el cual quería terminar su vida porque estaba sola, el papá de los niños la dejó sola, mi mamá se había muerto y estaba en una depresión grande porque quería terminar su vida.
And then again, I was just, you know, I was really alone, and I didn't want any help from anybody because my mom and other people were there. They were worried and concerned, but I was just really sad and really didn't know like I just still again was just searching for something. And one day I was cleaning. I was pretty much, I got to a point where that was it. I wanted to kill myself, and it was late at night. I was really messed up, and I was going through some stuff of mine, and I found it was jewelry that my grandmother had given me, and I found a necklace that I hadn't seen before, and I picked it up and I looked at it like this, and it was a cross. It was a golden cross.
Ella en esa noche que estaba muy deprimida, quería terminar su vida, estaba mirando por medio de muchos collares que tenía ahí que había cogido mi mamá, y de pronto levantó una y se dio cuenta que era una cruz que mi mamá le había dado a ella.
Yeah, and then I just remember I picked up the phone and I called my mom.
Era bien de noche, tarde en la noche, entonces ella se acuerda que en ese punto entonces me llamó a mí.
I picked up the phone and I called my mom, and the only words I could get out, 2 words, I just said, "I'm ready." And she was like, "You are?"